This is lesson 1-4, ordered pairs and relations. In mathematics, a coordinate system or coordinate plane, sometimes you'll hear it referred to as a Cartesian plane, is used to locate points. The coordinate system is formed by the intersection of two number lines that meet at right angles at their 0 points. Here is where they meet at right angles at their 0 points, and that is referred to as the origin. The ordered pair containing the origin is 0, 0. Up here, the vertical number line is referred to as the y-axis, and the horizontal number line is referred to as the x-axis. An ordered pair of numbers is used to locate any point on a coordinate plane. The first number is called the x-coordinate, and the second number is called the y-coordinate. So here we've got an ordered pair. And that first number, the x-coordinate, corresponds to where you are going to find that number on the x-axis. The second number, the y-coordinate, corresponds to where you're going to find the number on the y-axis. To graph an ordered pair, you draw a dot at the point that corresponds to the ordered pair. The coordinates are your directions to locate that point then. So, in example 1, we're asked to graph each ordered pair on a coordinate plane. Well, your first step here is to start at the origin. Always reference back to the origin, which is where those two number lines intersect. Okay. The second step is, since the x-coordinate is 5, you move 5 units to the right. Just as you would read a regular number line, all positive numbers on the x-axis are to the right, and all negative numbers on the x-axis are to the left. So here we go, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the third step is, since the y-coordinate is 3, you move 3 units up, and then you draw your dot. Same thing with the y-axis. A lot of times when you go up, things are positive, and when you go down, things are negative. The same applies to the x-axis. So here my y point is 3, so I move up 1, 2, 3 spots. I draw my dot, and that is how you plot 5, 3. In B, the first step again is starting at the origin. It's always best to start at the origin so you know exactly where you're moving. Given the 0, 4, our x-coordinate is 0, so we don't need to move any places to the left or the right. I'm already at 0. Then in step 3 here, you're going to move 4 spaces up up on the y-axis because it is a positive number. So 1, 2, 3, 4 here. I plot my dot, and I go ahead and see that I've plotted 0, 4. Sometimes a point on a graph is named by using a letter. So to identify that location, you can write the ordered pair that represents the point. So here you're just going to find where point A is, which is right here. And you're just going to write the ordered pair that corresponds with that. So your first step again is to start at the origin. Okay. Now, trailing down this way, I need to see where I'm at on the x-axis. And so since it's to the right, I move 1, 2 spaces to the right. So I know the first part of my ordered pair is going to be a 2. Okay. And then next, I move up on the y-axis to find the coordinate, which is, let's count it here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so I know now my y-coordinate point is 6, which would give me the ordered pair 2, 6. Next, it's asking me, let's see if I can get rid of some of this here. Next, it's asking me to find point B. Well, here is point B. Let's start off by starting at the origin and moving right 1, 2, 3 spaces. Okay, so on the x-axis, I moved 3 spaces. And I don't need to move up or down at all because I'm sitting right on that x-axis. So I draw my point and understand that that is point B. And so I draw a 0 in for my y-coordinate. Okay. So that ordered pair is 3, 0. So the second concept we're going to talk about is relations. A set of ordered pairs such as 2, 3, 3, 5, 4, 1, and 5, 6 is a relation. A relation can also be shown in a table or a graph. The The domain of a relation is the set of x coordinates, and you're going to want to closely interrelate those two. So domain in this case is really referring to the x coordinates, and the range of the relation is the set of y coordinates. That's something you're going to need to have in your notes. So taking a look here, we've got the ordered pairs 2, 3, 3, 5, 4, 1, 5, 6. The domain is all of the x numbers, okay, and the range are all of the y numbers. Coming over here and making a table, it's pretty simple. You just write an x here and a y here, and you list down all of those coordinates. Coming over here to graph, it's as simple as what we just did on the last slide. Okay, you can see that we're graphed at 1, 2, 1, 2, comma up 1, 2, 3. That gives me this ordered pair. We can come here and say that we're going to graph 1, 2, 3, comma up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that gives me 3, 5, so on and so forth. So let's take a look at what that looks like. We're going to express the relation 0, 2, 1, 4, 2, 5, and 3, 8 as a table. Then we're going to determine the domain and the range. Okay? So first all you do is you basically just take all of your x coordinates. So here is x, here is x, here is x, and here is x. And you write them into your table. So I have 0, 1, 2, and 3. Same thing with the y's. I'm going to go ahead and write all the y's in next. 2, 4, 5, and 8. Okay. Now taking a look, domain again really was your x coordinates, and range really were your y coordinates. So really, for domain, all I need to do is write 0, 1, 2, and 3. And for my range, I write 2, 4, 5, and 8. As you can see, those match up. All right, so the last example that we're going to talk about says a seahorse swims at a rate of about 5 feet per hour. In A, it asks us to make a table of ordered pairs in which the x-coordinate represents the hours and the y-coordinate represents the number of feet for 1, 2, and 4 hours. Okay, so taking a look here, and then don't forget about B. Okay, B says graph the ordered pair and describe the graph. So moving back to A really quick, we know that the rate we're moving at is about 5 feet per hour. And they tell us right now that the x-coordinate represents the hours, and the y-coordinate represents the number of feet for 1, 2, and 4 hours. So do they give us the hours right now? Yes. So those are our, 1, 2, and 4. So those are the number of hours, okay? Now, 5 feet per hour, how are they getting the 5, 10, and 20? Well, 1 times 5 is 5, 2 times 5 because it's 5 feet per hour, and if I have 2 hours, I know that 2 times 5 gives me 10, and then 4 times 5 feet per hour is going to give me 20. Okay. Now, B asks you to graph the ordered pairs and describe that graph. So, 1, I start at the origin, I come over here to 1, notice how 1 is here, 1, 5, I draw a dot. 2, I come over here to 2, 10, and I draw a dot. And 4 hours, 20, and I draw a dot. Okay? The points appear to be in somewhat of a line if I'm going to describe those. All right, you can come to class with any questions.